guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Bell. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Le'Veon Bell on the carry. He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Huntley. A screen to Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Complete to Le'Veon Bell.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he stopped immediately there. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bell sheds him off. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
He's taken down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Huntley to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Jets.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. To throw, Huntley. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Michelle, his first carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check right 54. Right 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
James White's first carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 27.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency. Maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Six nothing our score after 1.
With the score, Jets 6, Patriots nothing.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dietrich Wise Jr. showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
3rd and long.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Huntley. It's caught. Jones. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
New York.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 2nd down now. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Stafford here. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, they run with Michelle. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
5-yard line.
To throw on 3rd down. Huntley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Patriots.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the left side, a catch by White. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts
James White,
as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are back within a score. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only have the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A final shot before break. Huntley looking downfield for Jones. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Rosa set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the ground is Michel. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
54. Rerun. 54. Come on. Rerun. Check 49. Twist alert.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. First down, here's White. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be complete to Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Mark 54. Mark 54. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Crowder. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on second down, Huntley, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Huntley eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
Their own 31-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now for the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. The tackle there by Brian Poole. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Monday.
From the 27, Stafford. Throw caught here by Bird. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He completes this to Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
That's another Patriots first down.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jared Cook. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Huntley. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 12 yards. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Le'Veon Bell.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
But that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Huntley. It fights him off. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Gerald McCoy providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Right there. 54, right there.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And Cook has it, left side. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Oh, this is blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it. And maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there. Blocked the extra point and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley forced out to his left. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, New York.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up. And
he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 11 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Stafford. This is White on the screen. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll indeed take a knee. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Pats, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.